Alright everyone, we're back for my next guest gameplay, which I'm going to be playing Jeopardy for the DOS with Leilani Stone. Oh. Let her be this lady. Right, her opponents are Jody, Dan. Alright, let's get started. Let's start with fictional Fidos for 100. Dorothy's canine companion from Kansas. Who is Toto? Fictional Fidos for 200. Dagwood and Blondie's pet. Who is Daisy? Fictional Fidos for 300. Superboy, Super Pooch. It's Crypto. Fictional Fidos for 400. Nick and Nora Charles' terrier in The Thin Man, who is Asta. And Fidos for 500. In Greek mythology, this three-headed dog guarded the entrance to the underworld, who is Cerberus. Now I'm ready for rodents for 100. This laboratory animal's name has come to mean anyone serving as an experimental subject. What is a guinea pig? Rodents for 200, excuse me. Second largest rodent, its fur was damn popular for making hats. What is the beaver? Rodents for 300, please. These flying rodents actually just climb and glide. What are flying squirrels? Rodents for 400. The sleepy rodent was a guest at Lewis and Carroll's Mad Tea Party. What is the dormouse? And rodents for 500. Its valuable pearl gray fur has more hairs per square inch than any other animal. What is a chinchilla? How about we try baseball for 100. Daily double. Why don't I wager 100? For a right-handed batter, this shoulder which faces the pitcher. What is left? Baseball for 200, please. The color of the stitching on a Major League Baseball. What is red? Baseball for 300. The St. Louis basketball and football teams. What are the Cardinals? 400 on baseball. Gary Cooper portrayed this New York Yankee Iron Man. Jody has no clue. I'll try it. Who's Lou Gehrig? And let's finish it up. Black pitcher elected to the Hall of Fame. He was won only 28 games in Major League Ball. Who was Satchel Paige? Okay, let's try food for 100. These hard donut-shaped rolls are often eaten with cream cheese and lox. What are bagels? Food for 200. Is a chopped sweet pickle mixture used to disguise the taste of the stadium? What is relish? How about food for 300? Cherry and beef steak are two kinds. What are tomatoes? Food for 400. This garnish and flavor agent is most widely used herb. What is parsley? And let's finish up food for 500. What pigeons are called when they are eaten? What is squab? Put the V by accident, but they still took my answer though. Okay, how about we try fathers for 100? The father of a mule. What's a donkey? Fathers for 200. A sweet nickname for a chorus girl might call her rich benefactor. What is sugar daddy? Fathers for 300. His father's ghost accused Claudius of murder. Who's Hamlet? Fathers for 400. Beaver's dead. His name sounds like a tool for cutting hospitals into sections. Who is Ward Cleaver? And we'll finish up fathers for 500. G.K. Chesterton's priest/detective. Who is Father Brown? Europe for 100. Dictator of Italy from 1922 to 1945. Who was Benito Mussolini? Europe for 400. Europe for 200. Divided city with famous checkpoint Charlie. What is Berlin? Europe for 300. The word banking center, which is composed of 22 cantons. What is Switzerland? Europe for 400. Legislative body of the United Kingdom. What is Parliament? Alright, and the last clue. If this ruling family If the ruling family of this Riviera principality dies out, it will fall under French rule. What is Monaco? Alright, so at the end of the Jeopardy round, Leilani finishes with 9,000. Time for double Jeopardy. To start with, X marks the spot for 800. Discovered by Wilhelm Röntgen in 1895. What are X-rays? Okay, X marks the spot for 200. They are sometimes rated X. What are movies? Uh, X marks the spot for 400, please. Brand name that has become synonymous with copiers. What is Xerox? Um, X marks the spot 600. French composer Saint-Saëns wrote Danse Macabre for it. What is the xylophone? And X marks the spot for 1,000. This Latin band leader is ex-husband of Abilene and Charo, who is Xavier Cugat. The moon for 100. Moon for 200. The moon is invisible during this phase. What is the new moon? Moon for 400. Illegally made liquor. What is moonshine? Moon for 600, please. On the moon, this is approximately 1/6 of what is on Earth. What is gravity? Moon for 800, please. Latin for moon, word for a person who is nuts. What is a lunatic? And let's finish up the moon for 1,000. The common waterless sea which men's first footprints on the moon were made. What is the Sea of Tranquility? Kaboom. Flowers. No, I'm sorry, no. Yeah, let's do flowers for 200. Baldock's girlfriend. Who is Daisy? Flowers for 200. No, flowers for 400. Susan Kane's last word. What is rosebud? Flowers 600. This yellow flower supposedly gave its color to a common food. What is a buttercup? Flowers for 800. This Cymbidium variety of this tropical flower is used in corsages. What is an orchid? Flowers for 1,000. Here's a subject of a series of paintings by Claude Monet. What are water lilies? Alright. Doing so well. Let's try the Kellys for 200, please. Kelly describes the shade of this color. What is green? Kelly's for 400. She starred in 11 films before retiring to marry royalty. Who was Grace Kelly? Kelly's for $600. Daily Double. Let's wager everything. Walt Kelly created this possum character, who is Pogo. And let's do the Kellys for 800, please. Actor and director in 1950s and American in Paris, who is Gene Kelly. And let's do Kellys for 1,000. His famous clown included Sweeping Up the Spotlight, who is Emmett Kelly. Alright. Political pairs for 200. Former governor of New York, he was Gerald Ford's vice president, who was not Nelson Rockefeller. Political pairs for 200. No, political pairs for 400. Excuse me. JFK was first to elected to Congress in 1946, as was his other president to be. Who is Nixon? Political pairs for $600. He penned the Communist Manifesto in 1848 with Marx. Who is Engels? Let's try political pairs for $800. Churchill and this other U.S. president were seventh cousins once removed. Who is FDR? Franklin D. Roosevelt. And let's try political pairs for 1,000. This king's courtship with Wallace Warfield Simpson was called the love story of the century. Who was Edward I? Yes. San Francisco is all there is left. Let's go for 100. No, 200. Excuse me. Known as the Rock, it was at various times home to Al Capone, the Birdman, and an Indian tribe. What is Alcatraz? San Francisco for 200. No, 400. San Francisco for 400. My mistake. Scott McKenzie's 60s hit warned visitors to wear this in their hair. What's a flower? Okay, let's try San Francisco for $600. Stadium home of baseball's Giants and football's 49ers. What is Candlestick Park? San Francisco for 800. 1906 disaster which hit the city following the earthquake. What's fire? Last clue is all Leilani's because it is the other Daily Double, I believe. Yes, it is. And I'm going to wager everything. The Mark Hopkins and Fairmont hotels atop this famous hill. What is Not Hill? So Leilani finishes a double Jeopardy round with 88 grand. Jody and Dan, you're both going home. Category for Final Jeopardy is landmarks. I'll wager $12,000. This former British landmark now stands in Lake Havasu, Arizona. What is London Bridge? So Leilani finishes the game with 100 grand going into my guest gameplays bank, and I'll see you for my next guest gameplay, guys.